Hi, welcome back, everybody. We have another great children's book author joining us today to read her story. So, if you have young people nearby, you might want to go get them so that we can all listen to this story together. Today, Kelle Lima will be joining us, and she's going to be reading her story, Along Came Oliver. Welcome, Kelle.
Hi, well, thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you're here. I love sharing children's books with young people, and this podcast gives us an opportunity to do that. So you're coming from Utah today, right?
Yep, although I am originally from Brazil.
That's so exotic. I can't even imagine. That's so cool. Kelle Lima is an author illustrator that has worked in the educational field from teaching to creating educational video and board games for children internationally. Coming from Brazil, she also makes sure her native language is reflected in her publications, such as her bilingual activity book or book translations, like Along Came Oliver's Portuguese edition. And we'll talk about those translations in just a second. As a driven mom, she wants to help kids learn through fun and to build awareness around different topics. She is multilingual, has teaching experience, which helps build fun, interactive elements along with the learning. From activity books to middle grade and everything in between, Kelle is going to be one of your new favorite authors. I just know it. I'm so
Oh,
glad you're here.
thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about just real short about the process of translation into other languages? Is it a really long thing that you have to go through, or is it just a matter of republishing in the other language?
It totally depends on the book. So, like on my books, because I am bilingual, I already create stuff trying to help myself.
Hmm.
Uh, so like in illustrations, I don't put in words. I try to avoid that. In this
Okay.
case, that I need to translate, I don't need to redo the illustration. So if you are
Okay.
an author and you plan to publish in multiple languages, try to find icons or something else instead of words in the illustrations themselves, and then overlay the text. Editing the text is much easier.
That's
Um,
great idea. What a great author tip. Yeah.
yeah. And as far as like translating, I translate pretty fast, but because Spanish is not my second language or French, I try to do multiple rounds of beta reading with like native people or something like that to
Okay.
adjust and make sure that the translation is not too literal, because
Okay.
that can happen. But for Portuguese, I just do it like this because it's my
Because
first
you
language.
do that. Yeah. How many languages are your books translated into?
Along Came Oliver is in Spanish, Portuguese, and it's coming out in French this year as well.
How
So, and
exciting.
English. So, four
Wow.
languages.
That's so cool. And I understand you have activity books as well.
Yeah.
So can you tell
And
me just a little bit about those?
I have activity books towards toddler development, such as learning numbers, letters, writing, coding skills, and such. And two of these books have American Sign Language integrated, so it's
Very
inclusive.
nice.
And I have the activity book from Along Came Oliver, which is completely based on jealousy, the ability of handling jealousy,
Okay.
tools that a psychologist approved, such as breathing techniques or the flip it game and such on. There's a lot of stuff that kids can work
That's
with.
fantastic. Yeah, and everybody can find your website in the show notes. So if they'd like to learn more, they can certainly go there.
And you can download the activity book for free on my website, by the way.
Fantastic. That's a bonus. Thank you for that. So, about Along Came Oliver. Lily knows what it's like to be new in school, so she decides to invite a new kid to play. But jealousy grew inside of her like a balloon being filled up with air. And, as if it couldn't get any worse, her cat also went missing. Did she lose her best friend and her pet at the same time?
Oh
We're going to
no.
find out today as Kelle Lima reads Along Came Oliver. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you pay attention because we're about to show you the pictures. Kelly, please take the microphone and read aloud.
Thank you. I am super glad to share Long Time Oliver with you guys. So, Lily and Billy were best friends. There's no duo like that, everybody would say. They met on Bring Your Pet to School Day when Milky jumped out of Lily's arms and licked Billy's face. As time went by, the friendship grew stronger. They played together, they ate together, and they studied together. Billy was the only friend Lily ever needed. But one day, everything changed. Class, say hello to Oliver, said the teacher. At recess, Lily remembered how it was before she met Billy. It was not very nice. So she took a deep breath as she saw Oliver all by himself. Do you want to play hide and seek with us? She asked. His eyes sparkled and Lily started counting. Ready or not, here I come. She searched behind the pillars and under the desks. She looked right and left, up and down. Oliver and Billy were nowhere to be found. Finally, she heard giggles. I see you, she shrieked. That was fun, Billy smiled. Let's play again tomorrow. But we were going to play the you and me game, she frowned. Lily couldn't believe Billy picked hide and seek with Oliver over their favorite game. She also didn't like when Billy invited Oliver to play with her precious basketball. Even less when Oliver joined them for lunch. But when the part ended up in class, Lily's stomach clenched and she went red. It didn't matter that they could be in groups of 2 or 3. Hi, Lily, Oliver would say. But she just wanted him to go away. Lily missed having Billy to herself. Oliver here, Oliver there, Oliver everywhere, she told Milky right before he went on his evening stroll. But her kitty didn't come back home that night. Was it something I said? She asked herself. Oh, Milky, where did you go? She whimpered the next day. We're gonna find him, said Billy. Yes, we're gonna look all around. Oliver hugged Lily. Thank you, she whispered. Oliver's hug felt so good. After school, the 3 of them organized a search party. Everyone went out to look for the missing kitty, but nobody found Milky. We won't give up. Think, if you were Milky, where would you go? Asked Billy. I don't know, she answered Lily with a sigh. I would go somewhere nice and cozy. Have we checked the treehouse we played in last week yet? Suggested Oliver. They all shrugged and then climbed up the tree. Here he is, shouted Oliver. He has a whole family. That's why he disappeared, chuckled Lily. Aw, 3 kitties is so much better than 1, Billy declared. Yes, a trio is much better than a duo. Just like us, she said. A trio? But Oliver doesn't even rhyme with Lily and Billy, replied Oliver. Well, Ollie kind of does, Lily answered with the biggest smile. Lily, Billy, and Ollie, the super trio. They all cheered. Along came Oliver, and now Lily had 2 best friends instead of 1. The end.
How wonderful. What a great story. So, what was your favorite part about writing this book?
The fact that I'm helping kids going through something hard like I did. when I was little, I actually had a best friend, and we had a new kid that came to our group, and I got super jealous. And instead of like dealing with it and trying to embrace it, I ended up pushing my friend away, which was pretty sad.
Mhm.
And I wish there was something to help me with that. So I felt like good about the fact that kids will be learning.
Yeah, this is a wonderful story, and I love the illustrations.
Oh,
How
thank
long
you.
how long did it take you to do the artwork?
Uh, I did the first like sketches, and then it went through critic groups, and I changed it, and it went through critic groups, like 2 or 3 times. And when I was happy with the sketches, I took like maybe 2 weeks to find the style that I wanted the book to be into.
Okay.
Um, One of the things that took the longest was the eyes. So I actually
Mm.
went into Facebook groups of moms, and I was like, which ones do you prefer? And some of them were like, oh my God, this looks like the kid is possessed. And the other like, oh my God, this one is perfect. And I'm like, yo, guys, it's the same eye, just the same word. uh, so it was very interesting. And the illustrations themselves, I think it took me about 2 to 3 months.
Okay. And did you find it more difficult or easier to draw the cat than the people? Which was harder for you?
I think it was the same. I think the cat is faster because since I picked a white cat, it doesn't have a lot of details that I need to reproduce over and over.
Sure.
As in the kids, like the little girl has belts and headbands that have little hearts, or the boy has the lightning on his shirt and such. So
Mhm.
those little details takes longer. And the only detail on the cat was the little collar with an M.
And his
Uh,
whiskers.
and yeah, but the whiskers can change positions, so
Right.
it doesn't actually matter. All of the other stuff, there was like moments that I did the illustration, and after everything was done, I was like, okay, I actually don't like the layout for the words in here, so I'm gonna flip it. But as at the moment that I flip, I need to redo the illustration because the lightning was flipped, or because the whatever. So like there was a lot of moments like she
Sure.
has bangs, and
Yeah.
I kept messing up on which side the bank should be on.
That's all
That took
right.
forever. Yeah.
We all make little mistakes like that in our writing. This is why we have beta readers to help remind us what we're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Can
but
you
after the illustration is ready, it's a pain to
to change
rechange
it?
those. Yeah.
Right, sure. Can you tell us just real quickly about the activity books? We just have a couple minutes.
Yeah. So the Alon Game Oliver activity book specifically has jealousy in general. So the book is about friendship, but
Mhm.
the activity book touches subjects like being jealous of someone else's skills, being jealous of someone else's things, being jealous of like a new sibling or a new person that the parent may marry.
Okay.
And it shows different like types of jealousy and
And
different tools.
what kind of activities are there games? Are they puzzles? What kind of activities?
It has from word search to being a detective and finding out like the secret message, or has mazes, it has find the errors, it has like drawing activities, like you
Very
need to
fun.
recognize your emotions, how your body changes.
Okay.
um
That
yeah.
sounds like terrific fun. Good for
and,
you.
and it introduces another character, so that the activity book is based on Lilly and her jealousy monster, so her green-eyed monster, and
Okay.
that's called Yaki.
Okay. And then you have a new book that's about to be released. Tell us just a
Yes.
minute about that.
My Operation Anna is a new book, and it's about love. It's a little tiny girl that is super sassy, and she loves her neighbor as if she's her grandma, and she has a plan to make her neighbor become her grandma. But all of her plans keep failing, and it's very funny because she's very naive. But it's like, I'm gonna show you my favorite spread. It's
It's
her.
sounds like it's very genuine to young children.
Yes, it is. So that's my favorite spread. It's like I'm gonna make a pretty art with the stories that she tells me on her
That's fun.
wall.
That's
And the,
fun.
the lady's like, oh my God, my wall. So
Very fun.
that's Operation Anna. And it's coming out in Portuguese and English, as in Spanish as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kelly, for being on the program today. I'm really super excited that you're here. As I say, I love sharing literature with young people. I would love it if you could come back and read from the new book once it's released.
Oh, I would love to join you again. That's
Excellent.
super fun.
Very good. Great. Well, I'm glad you came. I hope you have a marvelous day, and we'll see you next time when you read again.
Thank you. You as well. See you
Bye bye.
guys. Bye bye.